Hello everyone, it's Sunday, July 7th, here in Lawrenceville, Georgia, Zone 7. Going to be back up in the 90s again today, and it's time to compete with the birds for the elderberries. As you can see here, they're ripening up like crazy, and the dilemma is the birds are really starting to go after them, and some of them are up so high that they can walk around to them. Wow. Some of these are up so high I don't know if we're going to be able to reach them. We'll have to be bowing them down. It was crazy because I cut these back in the fall to where they were just a few stumps that were about 2.5 to 3 feet tall, and all spring I was scared to death that I had killed them all, and then it's like overnight they were 10 feet tall, and then the blooms came. Chris picked a ton of flowers to make some tinctures, and still we have plenty. Now, this is just one of the trees, and it's easily got to be 14 feet tall. This is the second tree, the lower tree, and I think I'm going to start with it only because I can actually reach a lot of the berries. These are chest high berries, and as we come up, of course, we can find that we have plenty of berries way up past my ability to reach. So before it gets too hot and the birds get too busy, we're going to get started. And I brought a nice big tub, so there's got room for quite a few of the stems in there. This is probably enough of these for us to be working with. The real challenge comes in getting all these little berries off. And you use a big, like, wide comb to try and rake them off. And you can also try smashing them off. That'll get some of them. Don't bruise them, I'm being told, so I'll stop. Okay, after you get hollered at for the whack-it mode, which I'm particularly fond of, I think we found one or two people, somewhere on YouTube, somebody said use these big tooth comb things and you can comb them off, but as you can see, that's like incredibly civilized. And the whacking method that I use...
You juice them!
Not only does it juice them, but it's very satisfying. Cathartic.
Okay, you can whack some of them, but...
Okay, so, but otherwise you do this. About 9 hours from now, we're all ready for the whack-it mode, because this is really... You probably don't realize, if you've never done this, these aren't blueberries, okay? These are like BBs.
Very small.
Little tiny BBs. Which tells you why the elderberry syrup, when you buy it in the store, is very expensive. Because it takes a lot of these little tiny berries. So that's enough of that, and I'm going to help with the raking now for a while. Well, I started off with the banging method, then I went over here to the combing method, and that works pretty well. But you know, as it gets hotter and hotter and the sweat drips, pretty soon we get down to the, oh, look at that bug. Oh. We get down to the hand-to-hand combat method. Well, if you're a killifish or rainbow person, they roll off your fingers about like you do eggs out of a mop. Other than that, I can tell you other methods that are similar to this, but it would be more like something a 12-year-old would tell you, so I'll pass. Time passes, and two of us have been at this for 30-45 minutes. I gotta tell you. This is my collection here. Now, as you look over here at her collection, you gotta bear in mind, this is all the ones I banged out of the container, she took credit for. When we had to change the container I was in, she stole all of those too. See, so most of those in there are mine. So, but we're still looking at, you realize how long it takes to do, well, you can't see it, so shadowy. This is like a small fortune of elderberries. And considering the work to get them, they're worth about every penny. Now we got to go through, pick all the stems out, and get any of the green ones or the ones that, you know, are not very ripe. And we can do that inside under air conditioning, which is my favorite way to do picking of things. So, if you like this, please subscribe, because somebody has to appreciate all this sweat besides me. And give it a like or a thumbs up or whatever it is you do. And there's a notification bell to let you know when I idiotically come out here in the 90-degree weather and do something else amongst the bugs. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Did I mention subscribing? Yeah. Thank you.